What's up guys, this is our YouTube channel. School is so tiring. We all know how we struggle to finish our homework and studies during our school. And yeah, I'm sure that there's nothing worse than having a professor who doesn't mess around. Like, if you're having an exam and your professor asks you to put a box or something on your head just to avoid cheating, that exam would be really bizarre. This time, we'll be talking about the 10 professors who don't mess around. Let's get started. 10. Professor Box. What is teamwork for you? Well, for me, teamwork is when you're working together to get the correct answer in an exam. But what would you do if your professor is a tough nut, like this picture that we'll show to you? I'm sure that this would be so freaking hard for you to work together with your source of answers. Looking at this picture, a teacher has been suspended for making a group of high school kids put cardboard boxes on their heads in a bid to stop them from cheating in an exam.
You're so smart!
The bizarre incident took place in Mexico, with parents outraged at the teacher's approach to discipline. According to local media, they have even demanded that he gets dismissed from the Bachiller 01 El Sabinal school in the central Mexican state of Tlaxcala. Through a press release, the parents said, "This is how Luis Juarez Texas treats and humiliates his class," and asked the authorities to protect the rights of the students. They also asked for the teacher to be dismissed as this kind of violence should not be tolerated. In response to the backlash, the school explained that it was a dynamic exercise to help the students' psychomotor development. Oh no, looks like the professor has got some trouble here. Anyways, let's move on to the next list. 9. Professor in Newspapers. If one talks about cheating in exams in India, the picture of people climbing school walls in Bihar while trying to help out children with chits comes to one's mind. Yeah, of course, that's what we call teamwork. Apart from the external help, it won't be wrong to say that students also do take a peek into their neighbors' papers to look for answers or at least clues. And yeah, we all know about that because it's so impossible that even once in your life you won't be cheating in an exam. Teachers and invigilators find it difficult to manage a class of over 40 to 50 students, as it is not possible to look at all the students. But this time, the wise professor has come up with a bright idea. To manage this situation and make sure that children don't cheat in exams, this school in China has come up with an amazing idea. According to reports in the Chinese media, a school in the Anhui province of the country cut out skull-sized holes in newspaper sheets and had the students wear them. Whoa, this is just so bizarre. Just to make sure that no one's gonna cheat. 8. The Ceiling Spy Teacher. Taking an exam always comes with a different level of stress built in it. All those hours of studying and memorizing can take its toll on anyone. Now, try to imagine taking the exam with your teacher staring at you.
Oh no!
And no, not in the way that you might think. The phrase, "someone's always watching you," has a brand new meaning in these Texas teens. Joseph Morales was taking an exam when his teacher decided to leave the room. When his fellow students started to share answers with one another, he looked up to find his teacher staring at them through the ceiling tiles. That's right, ceiling tiles. I guess the teacher really wanted to catch them cheating. He instantly captured the moment and shared to Twitter, which of course wasted no time freaking out. With over 385,000 likes and 184,000 retweets so far, I feel a meme coming on in the near future. It's no secret that most teachers will go above and beyond to help students grow both in their education and in character. But one Texas teacher took the cake. One thing for sure, I think these students will think twice before cheating on their next exam. 7. The Drone Surveillance Professor. Did you know, guys, that there's a school who uses a high technology device to get rid of cheating? Like, whoa, this is really a different level of testing your learnings. Cheating on school tests just got harder. Teachers in Belgium are using drones to catch students doing the dirty. Youngsters trying to illegally boost their grades at Thomas More College in Antwerp are being monitored by the remote-controlled aircrafts during exams. But Many have dubbed it nothing more than a gimmick. Critics cite the fact that drones can only fly for 15 minutes at a time and that their propellers would blow around test papers. But still, this level of getting rid of cheating is just so creepy. 6. The proactive teacher that climbs up to the door. Let's say that your teacher thinks that staying in front of your class to look out for cheaters is not enough. Would you imagine what would be his next step to ensure about his goal? Well, you might haven't heard about this teacher who took on an effort to climb up to the door to look out for cheaters. I might say, this effort is a different level to look out for his students in an exam. Would you dare to cheat or not?
No, God!
5. The professor who uses the umbrella method. Speaking of umbrella, we all know how important it is, especially when it's raining. But would you have thought that your umbrella can be a different level of tool to avoid cheating?
Really?
Can you imagine that? Well, in Thailand, another teacher is in hot waters for making his students use open umbrellas to prevent them from cheating during a test. The unnamed teacher told his students to open their umbrellas as they took the test. What a bright idea, isn't it? I'm sure that this bizarre exam would be really memorable for them. 4. Students stripped down to their pants by their professor. Would you rather believe that in order to avoid cheating, others are letting their students to strip down to their pants to ensure that there's no cheating device or notes during an exam?
Are you crazy?
Well, this is one of the extreme methods used by a professor. These young men are trying to get into the Indian Army. During their entrance exams, the men were stripped down to their underpants before taking the exam. This is to prevent the students from bringing in cheating devices or secret notes. After taking off their clothes, all 1,000 takers are seated 8 feet apart. Soldiers also patrol the area during the 1-hour-long exam. 3. A real-time camera for a real-time cheater. Speaking of a high-tech method of looking out for the students, this proctor here has got a very different level of watching and looking out for some cheaters. I'm sure that it is an extreme pressure to you when you're taking an exam in this kind of method.
God, the pressure! I can't take it!
9 million Chinese students take the Gaokao, the make or break national college entrance exams. Xinhua described this as the most pressure-packed exams in the world. In the photo, we see proctors using real-time CCTV cameras to catch test takers attempting to cheat. 2. A method for a late exam taker. Could you imagine yourself getting late in taking a test? Well, in this picture, the method taken for this student has just gotten harder. If you look at the picture, we see a student taking some sort of exam while sitting on his chair on the wall. This is just so bizarre that his classmates are looking up to him. 1. A furious teacher being kicked by his student. This time, we'll see a moment of history of a student kicking her teacher in front of the class. An angelic-looking little girl cracks after receiving a lengthy telling off by her bullying teacher and gives him a powerful kick in the groin. The hilarious incident was captured on a mobile phone camera by one of her fellow pupils during an English lesson at the school at an undisclosed location somewhere in Russia. This would be the most unexpected moment in a class. Like, whoa, the girl is tougher than you think. Thanks guys and have a great day. If you like our videos, like and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned by hitting the notification bell below for the next videos.